Hello, guys, and I am here for some awesome game day bingo. I'm super excited to be here live with you guys as we get after this awesome matchup. As we got a fun game of We got a fun game as we got 52 balls or less for that minor prize, sitting at 43 bucks. We got that nice major prize at $2,000 that you could take home in 50 balls or less, and then the mega jackpot 45 balls or less for $10,000. Should be a lot of fun as we get on after it. As we are getting after it, I would like to highlight where we're streaming to, as we're streaming to those Pilot TVs, Player Connect at pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. But some awesome locations that just got some Pilot TVs unwrapped and installed. Those locations are Parker's Last Stop Bar and Liquor Store, The Doghouse, Vining Place, Beck's Burger, Lefty's Bar and Grill, the R Bar, as well as Roundup Bar. Congratulations to all those locations. We're super excited to have you guys out there watching this Pilot TV as we try and give out some huge jackpot prizes. We gave out some nice huge jackpot prizes yesterday, as we gave out 3 different jackpots yesterday, meaning we have now given out 18 jackpots over the last 7 days and 95 jackpots during this season 15. It's been a lot of fun this season. But yesterday we saw an absolutely massive prize start off our day as Mandy over at the Piggy Barbecue took home $42,049. An amazing jackpot prize, as I think that they won that in 49 balls or less. Very impressive stuff from Mandy, taking home a huge jackpot. I'm sure you are out there having a blast as taking home that kind of cash definitely is worth calling in sick the next day at work. I would for sure. Great stuff there, $42,000. We then saw $5,095 go out to the great player, the Matness, over at Shady's Golden Eagle. Great job to you, Matness, taking home that second jackpot prize, as our third and final jackpot went out to KDF over at Eagles Albert Lay, taking home $2,500. Great job, KDF, the Matness, as well as Mandy, all taking home prizes. I mean, especially shout out to Mandy, $42,000 going out to you. We do have Cinders88 over at Miniger's Sports Hub taking home a nice prize in this game, $9.50. Great job to you, Cinders88, as we now get enrolled into a game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. As we get enrolled into this game number 2, that minor prize is going to continue to grow as it clicks up from 52 to 54 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we continue on through these games. If you guys aren't going to continue on with these games as we play them, maybe check out the newest eTab game, Nile Treasure 2, as you could dive into the enchanted world of pharaohs and treasures as we release this exciting Nile Treasure sequel, a decade in the making. I cannot wait to see your guys' reaction to the awesome bonuses that await, as you have that ancient chest bonus where you can choose wisely from 3 chests for instant prizes, giant super symbols, and wild scarabs triggering sticky wilds. Magic Temple bonus has awesome options as well, as you pick chests to reveal lucky symbols, then enjoy 5 free plays when the lucky symbols replace wilds. Trigger more Magic Temple bonuses for extra spins and surprises. Play Nile Treasure 2, which just got released today at your favorite MegaSota bar. Let us know your review of that eTab game and how you like the sequel to the OG Nile Treasure, as that's one of the earlier eTab games that we put out there. And now being able to put out the sequel just makes it that much more exciting. Head on over to our Facebook page and let us know how you feel about that eTab game. You can actually see a preview of that eTab game if you want to see that before going to play it yourself on that Facebook page. That preview is a great place to see all those bonus rounds and all those different options for yourself. But much more info than just great eTab previews are on that Facebook page, as you just got to search up Pilot Games, click on our logo, and then you can see previews to eTab games, but also weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You could also click the website link at the top of that Facebook page, which is our link tree. That has links to our social medias like Twitter and Instagram, pgl.world, as well as the bar locations you could go out there and play Pilot Games at. So just the hub of all things Pilot Games right there available on that Facebook page. We have now just 10 seconds before we are in this game number two. And as we get after this awesome game number two, I'm going to be going over the live bingo schedule for you guys as we play live bingo from 12 to 10 p.m. every single day. And usually Monday through Friday, I'm here for some game day bingo from 12 all the way till 1. During that 12 to 1 time, we play 12 games of game day bingo, which I will be announcing the winners for here as we try and get after that minor, major, and mega jackpot. At 1 p.m., we will then switch on over to some Lucky 4 bingo opportunities, as that Lucky 4 bingo is going to be a lot of fun at 1 p.m. today, as $115,206 will be available. Do not miss out on that great opportunity. From 1 all the way till 4, you'll then continue on with that unhosted game day bingo, trying to take home that minor and major as well as mega prize if we do not give out any of those prizes during this lunchtime. At 4 p.m., we'll then switch back on over to another opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo. If that prize didn't go out at 1 p.m., you'll definitely want to come out for that final opportunity of Lucky 4 Bingo at 4 p.m. I will then be coming back live from 4 all the way till 6 to continue on with some more game day bingo. Hopefully, by the time we get there, we'll have those prizes grown to a substantial amount and we can give out some huge jackpot prizes during those 23 games. At the end of those 23 games, we'll then switch on over to the final game that I'll be live with you guys for, some Pilot Payday action. Only 10 cents a card to buy into that awesome matchup and a $2,500 must-go prize. It's bound to bring some great smiles to one of our lucky players. So come out for Pilot Payday, 6 p.m. every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on that awesome opportunity at 6 p.m. Any other day outside of that, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we do play a little Lucky 4 bingo in that 6 p.m. slot. But tonight from 6 all the way till 10, we will have no interruptions in that game day bingo as you can get after that minor, major, and mega prize once again, whatever prizes I wasn't able to give out during that awesome happy hour action. We do like to interrupt that awesome game day bingo every once in a while with some PGL specialty nights. But before I get into those PGL specialty nights, $11.70 should be going out very, very soon. As there's our winner, Cola 123 over at Scoops Pub and Grill is taking home $11.70. Great job to you, Cola 123, as we now get enrolled into this next game of Game Day Bingo. In this next game, we'll have a minor prize click up from 54 to 56 balls or less, getting more exciting as we continue to compete. The major prize is at $2,475. You can take home in 50 balls or less, and a mega jackpot of $10,000 you can take home in 45 balls or less. But back to our live bingos. I was just about to highlight 2 PGL special nights. Just last night, me and Jordy were live for an awesome Wild Wednesday. Those goes from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. Me and Jordy try and give out a bunch of PGL points as well as huge cash prizes during that time. So make sure you guys come out there playing that awesome Wild Wednesday matchup. But also come out for the night before that and actually the first PGL matchup next week, MegaSota Game Night. That gets started at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Tony and Nikki usually there giving out a bunch of PGL points as well as some huge jackpot prizes as they end off with a little jackpot jungle action as they try and give out a $27,650 prize in 54 balls or less. It's always a great time playing that awesome opportunities of live bingo. So hopefully you guys are out there getting after it, taking home some huge cash prizes. Just 1 minute and 16 seconds to get enrolled into this game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. Should be a lot of fun in this game number 3, as that $72 minor prize is now sitting at 56 balls or less. As we work through this awesome game right here, I would like to hop into some national days. Our first one is a huge one, National Boy Scouts Day. February 8th annually recognizes National Boy Scouts Day. Since 1910, boys across America have been doing good deeds, learning survival skills, and developing moral foundations through the Boy Scouts of America. America. I know this is a huge influence on a lot of young children, and so it's a fun one to celebrate as the Boy Scouts have been changing boys' lives for years and years, giving them opportunities to learn skills that they never would have before. It's definitely a cool one to highlight on today. I was never a Boy Scout, but I have a lot of friends that were Boy Scouts at one point. Jordy, who, if you guys know, have I watch a lot of Pilot TV. You guys know Jordy, as her dad was an absolutely huge Boy Scout leader. Him and his son were huge into doing the Boy Scout activities, and so it's a big one to celebrate on today. I mean, let's talk about some fun facts though about the Boy Scouts. As first little fun fact we'll be covering is Boy Scouts. Uh, some famous Boy Scouts include Dr. Seuss. Yeah, let's talk about some of the most famous Boy Scouts. Famous people who were Boy Scouts. Okay, so famous people who were Boy Scouts: Bill Gates, Neil Armstrong, Gerald Ford, Harrison Ford. I love Harrison Ford, and that just fits that he was a Boy Scout. Bill Clinton, Hank Aaron, Martin Luther King Jr., Michael Bloomberg, Steven Spielberg, Chris Pratt, Michael Jordan was apparently a Boy Scout as well. Zach Galifianakis. That's a weird one to imagine being a Boy Scout, as he's just a funny character. Uh, Barack Obama, as well as Lovell, as well as David Lynch. Lots of big time names out there who were famous Boy Scouts. Definitely a cool one on today. Probably my favorite out there has to be Harrison Ford, as he's just an awesome actor. Talk about being iconic within my childhood. Playing Han Solo and playing Indiana Jones just made me fall in love with him as an actor, and he's just a pretty awesome. Just actor, just with the things that he chose to do, very iconic stuff, and kind of cool that he kind of chose like these kind of like adventurer types for both roles. Just one's more of a futuristic one, and the other one is more of a I don't know. They feel like they go together, and it just worked well for him. Indiana Jones and Han Solo, and then I think he did a few other works, but I just know him as Han Solo or Indiana Jones. Probably more Indiana Jones, just because I absolutely loved that series as a kid. We do have a winner here, as Soupy over at Vermilion River Tavern is taking home an awesome Musco prize of $12.70 in this game number 3. Good job to you, Soupy, as we now get enrolled into this next game. This will be a game number 4 of Game Day Bingo, with that minor prize clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less, getting more exciting as we continue to get through these matchups. So do not miss out as we continue on working through these great games. As we continue to work on through these great games, I do want to move off of National Boy Scout Day. Shout out to any of those former Boy Scouts out there. We shoot some luck out to you as you play these great games. But next up is National Giving Hearts Day. Big hearts give big on National Giving Hearts Day. On the second Thursday in February each year, the celebration offers one of the best opportunities to donate to your favorite charity. Not only that, this is the longest running giving day in the United States. So many hearts and so much to give. Yes, this is an awesome day and a great day for you guys to play some pilot games, as you guys are actually aiding in local charities as you guys play these games, making sure they stay afloat so they can continue impacting your community in a multitude of ways. If you guys want to figure out what charity you guys support, I found one of the easiest ways to be able to find that is heading on over to our Facebook page, clicking on the bar locations tab, searching up your location within that bar locations tab, and then scrolling down, you'll see a little charities mention, and you'll see what charity you support. It's a great source for you guys to know a little bit more about what you're doing to aid in your community by playing these awesome games. So it's not just fun playing to win some huge cash prizes. You guys are also helping your community win by getting in these awesome games. So National Giving Hearts Day is an awesome day to celebrate, giving to those awesome charities, and maybe take your time to give to those charities a little bit extra directly if you feel impelled to. Definitely a great one on today, National Giving Hearts Day. Next up on our National Day list is National Iowa Day. February 8th, National Iowa Day recognizes the Hawkeye State. Iowa, I don't know much about Iowa. Few things that I do follow from Iowa is their production of tight ends. They just whip out amazing tight ends year after year after year. And so gotta shout out all the tight ends that they've produced throughout the years, as Iowa is just a breeding ground for dominant tight ends. No matter what, if you go all the way back to trying to think of who's the earliest tight end from Iowa that I can imagine. Yeah, let's talk about some of those amazing Iowa tight ends. As most recently, you got to talk about Sam Laporta out of Iowa. Played had an amazing season this last year with the Lions. But you got Eric Jensen, Tony Jackson, uh, Brandon Myers, Tony Oweek, George Kittle, absolutely huge, TJ Hawkinson, Noah Fant, Sam Laporta, obviously already mentioned, a lot of big time tight ends. Another thing that you follow in Iowa is Caitlin Clark, as she has been an electric women's basketball player over there in Iowa. Right now in the women's basketball game, averaging 32.4 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists on 48.2% field goal percentage. It is an incredible stat line for her, as most of those points are coming from the 3 point line, shooting over 40% from 3 point percentage this past year with a very high amount of attempts. It's very impressive. 85% from the field, definitely an impressive player. Goes out there, plays some really, really good basketball, and has been impressive for multiple years. Definitely a cool one there. Oh, and I didn't even realize that one of if you guys don't know, my sister, big time basketball player throughout high school, played a little bit of college basketball after bouncing around through some sports. Just realizing that one of her former AU teammates is a guard alongside Caitlin Clark. Doesn't nearly get the points that Caitlin Clark does, but shout out Molly Davis. We do have Mike over at the Sherwood Lounge taking home $22 on that must go prize. Great job to you, Mike, as we now get enrolled into this next game. That jackpot prize was not able to go out in this matchup, so that's going to continue to grow and roll into a game number 5. And that minor prize clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less. Definitely getting exciting there as we continue talking about national days. One last shout out, National Iowa Day. Not a lot going in Iowa, except for I feel like Iowa college sports. So shout out to all the Hawkeye sports out there. Next up, we got National Kite Flying Day. Observed annually on February 8th, National Kite Flying Day encourages exploring kite flying and making. Enthusiasts across the country mark the day by launching their kites and making plans to attend festivals. That is awesome on today. I've always found kites super interesting. I've never been really that into kites, as just hasn't been one of my main purchases. It can only keep me entertained for so long, but I've found a new love for them, as Jordy's parents have always owned kites, and they go to the beach, they go take vacations, and whenever they go take vacations, they always put up their kites and hang them and have them fly into the wind and attach to their little beach chairs. And they don't really do much with them, but they just have them flying from their little beach chairs. And actually, I see the value in it now, as I can so easily find our spot on the beach from the ocean, ocean, it makes it so much easier to swim up and be like, okay, that's where we're at. I see the flying shark in the sky. That's where I'm going to swim to. So it makes it super fun. It's a great little fun conversation starter, as well as there's a ton of kids that will come up there and they'll be like, "Can I hold it?" And they have an absolute great time holding it, and it's fun. The kite flying brings people together. It's a super fun activity that you can have, and it gets you outdoors as well, which I think is super important. Happy National Kite Flying Day. I would love to try going to a kite flying festival to see all the unique kind of kites out there, as I'm so limited in my knowledge of those kite shapes and different ways those kites are made. I would love to be able to just see a few more of them. Well, happy National Kite Flying Day. As we just have 15 seconds before we are in this game number 5, I would like to hop into a little bit of Minnesota Twins news, as we have been making some big offseason splashes. Last offseason splash that we're checking in with is former short stinted Philly slugger agrees to deal with the Minnesota Twins. Big time stuff. Santana, who bounced around a few different teams since his tenure in Philadelphia and attended a Darren Wolfson of Phi Eyewitness News, he's agreed to a deal with the Minnesota Twins. MLB trade rumors report it's a 1 year, $5.25 million deal with incentives. It will be interesting to see how the 37-year-old does in 2024. He's already part of the 300 home run, 1,000 RBI club, and he'll be looking to add to those total with the Twins. I don't think this is a bad pickup. We are a very talented team, and to pick up veteran pieces that know how to get things done in big games will be absolutely huge for us. He's one of those guys where he's been in the league so long that the big legs will never be a huge effect on him, and so I'm very much a big fan of this signing, as veteran pieces lead to more wins. That just tends to be the truth in many leagues, and so definitely a great signing getting Santana onto this roster. But obviously, great to hear that's also only a 1 year deal, as it can just get us some nice winning caliber players, and we don't have to commit long term to the 37-year-old. You guys can send some luck out to our Twins by playing the awesome eTab game Twins Win. You can even check out the slap shot, not the slap shot, the home run derby bonus round to see if you can pick out a lucky batter. If you pick out the right batter, you'll be taking home a grand slam jackpot. It's always a great time playing that awesome eTab game. But in this game right here, we still have players in line to be able to take home this minor prize, as NJK is right now one ball away. We'll see if they can get that lucky ball to fall in the next 3 drops as we try and get this out at 60 balls or less. Last opportunity right here. Can we give it out? Yes, NJK. You got the win. That lucky ball to fall. Dave's over at Dave's place in Lafayette, taking on $135 in this awesome game number 5. Congratulations to you, Nick JK. As we now get enrolled into this next game. In this next game, you'll have a double must go prize available, so do not miss out. I will be taking a quick break as you guys play the next 2 games of Game Day Bingo, but I'll be back after that to give out some more great prizes, as well as announce those winners from those 2 games that I miss.